Today I'm going to show you how to do a picture collage using Word. I've already opened up Microsoft Word and I'm going to click on a blank document. I want this to be, it's going to be, remember, for a mural, so it's probably going to be landscape layout. So I'm going to go to layout. I'm going to go to orientation and put landscape. I'm also going to change my margins to make them smaller. So if I click on margins, I can go here and that will allow me to fit more on the page. So now I need to start inserting some photos. You should have an idea ahead of time of what you want to include in your topic for your community mural. So I'm going to go online, pictures, and for me, I want the background to be kind of like an abstract kind of design type thing. So I can just go to background and look at the pictures that are available. If you have a specific idea that you want as your background, like maybe you want downtown Greensboro, see what comes up. Maybe that's what you want for your background. You could add that in there and you just click and insert. But like I said, for right now, I want just a, abstract designs and see what pops up in there. I am going to just scroll through. I don't have an exact idea of what I want for the background, so I'm going to look through a little bit and see what appeals to me as I'm scrolling through. I kind of like, I want something that's going to take up the whole space. I kind of like that. It's got the blue and orange, which I like. So I'm going to insert that. Has kind of a sky feel to it. And you can remember you have to have at least 5 images, at least 5. All right, so this counts as 1. So I am going to right here, first thing I need to do once my picture's popped up is I need to click on this little box with the little rainbow on it. And that I need to come down and put square. That allows me to I don't know why it's not clicking. There we go. That allows me to move this where I want, and I'm not restricted by where the other images are. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come down and make it as big as I can because I want it to take up the whole background. All right, so there's my background. All right, so looking at this, I remember I want the idea of community as my theme. I already have this kind of abstract background, so I want to kind of be consistent with that. I'm going to insert some more pictures. And I want to insert, when I think of community, I think of not just the city, but also the country area surrounding it. So I am going to put downtown Greensboro and find something that to me stands out as downtown Greensboro. I like this right here. It has the older buildings in there. You could do something that's very significant like the courthouse. You could do something else that stands out to you as being important like the Woolworth building, any of those. So I'm going to do this one right here. I'm going to insert it and see down, it's down here. I don't want it down here. So right now where it pops up, I need to go to this little art box with the arch again, click on it, click square. So now it is where I want it. I can move it however I want. I also need to get rid of some of this. I don't want all of that. So if I click on this, I can come over here and click on remove background. And when I do that, you'll see all of the things in purple are going to disappear. So if there's anything that is now in purple that I want to keep, I click on mark areas to keep. So I don't really need part of that car disappear. That's kind of odd. And I want the rest of this building here. So I'm going to outline that. and that'll come back in. So anything that I want to keep, I'm going to outline to make sure it doesn't get disappeared. All right, so I'm good with how that looks. I'm going to click over here on my picture, and there's my picture. Now look, if you notice, I can't drag it down any further than that because the computer still thinks that whole thing is a picture. So what I can do to get around that is I can crop it, right click, crop, and I come in down as far as I can without cutting off any of my picture, and come up here as far as I can without cutting off any of my picture. And now that allows me to come down further. This right here is the source of the photo, so I'm going to get rid of that because I don't want that part there. So now I can move it around a little bit. I want this to be, as part of our community, I want it to be maybe Greensboro and High Point community together. So an idea I had was to insert a picture of High Point downtown. So I'm going to go back to insert online pictures. I'm going to type in High Point and see downtown. Okay, see what pops up. So here are different pictures. I love this building. That's the building that they have all of the art. There's the art museum in there. I can't remember the exact name of the building, but I've gone there many times for the art galleries in there. It's used for, I'm sorry, it's the one across the street from the art gallery, but that's what they use for the furniture market, which is a huge part of High Point and the High Point history of High Point. So looking through here, I could use, anything that I think means something in terms of High Point. So for me, I'm going to use that building, insert it again, see how it pops down here. I need to go to the square with the rainbow, click on that. So now I can move it where I want. Again, I need to get rid of some of the background. Before I do that, I'm going to actually, this time, I'm going to, look, I can separate the two. So now I can get rid of this. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Go back. I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. All right, so I want to get rid of some of the background. So I'm going to click on it. Okay, click on it, format, up here, and then it says remove background. And it's trying to get rid of everything, which that's not good. So I'm going to go over to mark areas to keep. Oops. Keep going. All right, so that kept most of it. Let's come back here. Keeps that. I'm going to go and try and get rid of some of the sky, but it might not work. It might be too confusing for the computer for me to try to get rid of that because it's similar in the color of the building. So the computer gets confused. All right, here we go. So if you're very perfectionist about this, it could drive you crazy. So you have to kind of do the best you can. You want to get rid of as much of the background as you can, but without driving yourself nuts. All right, almost, there we go. Okay, some of that's disappeared. Come back here. I want to keep the bottom of my building here. All right, so I'm good with that. I'm not pushing my luck trying to save this part of the building too. All right, there we go. So now I have my High Point building and my Greensboro building. Again, I can't go much further down than this because the computer still thinks this is a whole picture. So if I right click, I can crop it and move that up so I can move it around how I want. And So I'm gonna do that. I don't want to split it in half so much as have one kind of blending into the other. So how this line right here is, I'm going to extend that, and I'm going to click on this picture of Greensboro, and I'm going to bring that forward up here, and so that pops in. So now it kind of blends together like it's one picture, not two separate scenes. All right, so now I have 3 pictures, and I need to add some more for my community themed mural. So for me, I want to think, okay, what else is community but people? So I'm going to insert online pictures. I'm going to look up people walking, like maybe they're walking around the city. All right. So I can look through here. If you want to be specific about making sure that you have, you know what, I want to go even different. Diverse people. Go. So that kind of has a little bit more in there. So I kind of like this, kind of look like people waiting somewhere, so we could have that one. All right, so I got to click on that. It's not a super diverse group, but we'll start with that. And remove the background format, remove background. All right, it's gotten rid of some of my people, so let's get this lady's face back, her body back, his head back. Half of his body's gone for whatever reason. All right, get her back. All right, so I'm going to start with that. Go mark areas to remove. All right, so then we got rid of most of it, the background. I'm going to click over here. Oops, okay. All right, so there's my people. They're a lot bigger than I need though. So I'm going to make it smaller. I want to add some more people, so insert online pictures, diverse people again. All right, there was one down here that I thought was cute of the kids. Where'd it go? Here we go. Again, not too much diversity. Let's do a little better than that. Here's some random people. Square format, remove background. Let's keep the rest of her. Let's keep the rest of their bodies. Goodness, half their bodies are gone. Make him come back. All right, I'm okay with that guy disappeared. All right, so click again. And then we got these people. I want to get rid of that part, so And I can move this. I want them to be a little bit smaller. Move these people over here, behind, there. Make this a little bigger because they're in the foreground. These people more in the background. And then I want some kids in there too. I kind of feel like it's split right now. See how everything's in the bottom half? I'm gonna move these up. And then I can move these people up. Make these people a little bit bigger. And then one more, because I have 5, but I feel like I need some right here. And I feel like maybe have some diverse kids. Oh, this is cute because then I can put that at the very bottom. That's cute too. I'm gonna go with this one. Insert. Right click, get rid of that. And look, this one already has no background in there, so that works awesome. Worked out with that. All right, so now I'm gonna put them in the very, very front because children are our future. So we got them in the very front here. So we got lots of people. View one page. So now I can see the whole thing all together. And I kind of like it like that. I don't necessarily think, I think because of that background right here, you don't necessarily need anybody or anything up there. I am going to move them up just a tiny bit more. But there is my collage with at least 5 pictures. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all put together. Now all I have to do is save it and upload it. If you have any questions, let me know. Your collage does not have to include people. It can be whatever you want it to be. So good luck.